Hello YouTube, this is your boy V-Rod and welcome to V-Rod's Nerd Stuff. This video is going to be part 1 on who I think would win a fight between Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. This is a classic schoolyard question that has been in the minds of fans of both series. And as a fan of both series, this has been a question which I thought about for years and had many discussions about with friends. To be completely honest, I personally like the Friday the 13th series more than the Halloween series, but I recognize that just because I like the Friday the 13th series more than the Halloween series doesn't mean that Jason would win a fight against Michael Myers. In this series, I'm going to look into the objective facts of the movies rather than to express subjective personal opinion. I am going to break this series into 4 subjects that I feel are relevant into the fight, which are strength, intelligence, damage resistance, and weapon usage. Feel free to chime in the comment section and let me know what else you would consider to be relevant to the fight. I am just going to focus on movies I feel are canon and show continuity. For Halloween, I'm only going to focus on the facts from Halloween 1 through 6, excluding Part 3, and also excluding H2O, Resurrection, the 2008 movie, and the remakes, because H2O, Resurrection, and 2018 have different timelines and break the continuity, and the remakes are completely different versions of Myers, and I also think that those movies are dumb. For the Friday the 13th series, I'm going to focus on Part 2 through 8, excluding Part 5 because the killer wasn't Jason, but Roy Burns. I am also excluding Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake. The reason I am excluding those movies is because Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason break the continuity of the first 8 films, and the remake, like the Halloween remake, is a completely different version of Jason. I am also excluding some of these movies because I don't want to have to factor in the fact that Michael Myers got kung fu kicked out the window by Busta Rhymes, or I don't want to also have to factor in Jason being a demon rat thing, or Uber Jason from Jason X. So without further ado, let's get on to the first of my series where I focus on the killer's superhuman strength. Now before I begin with Michael Myers, I just wanted to say that I did not show every instance of strength that is used by each of the killers. I just picked out moments in each of the films which I thought show exceptional strength by each of the killers. So we're going to go ahead and start with Michael Myers and his feats of strength. Michael Myers is able to grab adult males and throw them in the air with ease, as you can see in this next clip where he grabs this guy by the shirt and the belt and just flings him into the air like nothing. And not even your best Olympic gold medalist in judo can do this. The next clips show Michael Myers' superhuman grip strength. In Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, you could see Michael Myers simply crashes through the window with his hand and rips this guy's neck clean off right there. And in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, you can see that he grabs Kara Strode's leg and you can hear the crunch in her bone as he crushes her leg in his hand. So this demonstrates that Michael Myers' grip strength is superhuman and very powerful. In the following clip, Michael Myers lifts this guy by the neck and proceeds to crush his neck and his face using his fingers. And as I said again, with his grip strength, man, this guy, he's able to crush bones with his fingers. Face bones, cheekbones, neck bones. So you got to be pretty damn strong to be able to do that. Michael Myers also has enough strength to nearly decapitate people by twisting their heads off. As you could see in this clip from Halloween 6, Myers grabs this guy by the head and nearly twists his head off in a fraction of a second, and you got to be pretty damn strong to be able to do that. Myers is also able to lift grown adults with one hand. As you can see in this next clip from Halloween 6, he's able to lift this nurse up by one hand with ease, doesn't even struggle at all, walks her over to the spike and proceeds to uh, drive the spike through her head. And this shows that he's able to lift at least 20 pounds with one arm. It's pretty damn strong. So those are some of the feats of strength that Michael Myers possesses. And if you think I missed out on anything, feel free to let me know in the comment section. But as far as I'm concerned, those are the most relevant ones. So let's go ahead and move on to Jason Voorhees. Jason is able to throw human adult males like nothing, as you can see in the next two clips, where right here he grabs this guy by the hand and flings him into the tree like nothing, and in the process he ripped off his arm, and that just shows the pure strength that Jason has in zombie form. In this next clip, this guy tries to punk Jason, which was a bad idea, and Jason just slaps his arm away, throws him against the wall again, and this guy must be well over 200 pounds. Jason is able to crush human skulls with his bare hands, as you can see in the next clip, where he grabs this guy by the head, picks him up off the ground, and completely squeezes his head with such force that it pops his eye out. So you got to be superhumanly strong to be able to do that. Jason has the ability to just completely fold people in half with ease. In this next clip, this officer is whooping his ass, and Jason just simply grabs him by the neck and just bends him in half like nothing, cracking his back in the process. So again, that's superhuman strength right there. Jason has the strength to just punch people's heads off with one punch. In this next clip, this semi-professional boxer named Julian thinks he can go heads up with Jason and dares Jason to give him his best shot, and Jason just completely just gives him the right hook from hell, knocking his head off in the process. So that just shows the strength of Jason's punches. And again, this is superhuman strength. I wanted to add moments of weakness between both of the killers. And yes, both killers are superhumanly strong, but it wasn't always so, as the next clips will show. Michael Myers' weakest moment, I feel, comes from part 1, when he tries to kill Laurie Strode right here, and he's struggling to choke her out. I mean, whatever happened to his superhuman grip strength? Granted, this isn't, part 4, so maybe it wasn't established that he had some sort of supernatural powers. But then again, whatever happened to this? Jason's weakest moment comes from, like Myers, his first outing in Friday the 13th Part 2, where he's sitting here struggling to wrestle around with Paul. And just like Myers, whatever happened to him, just folding people in half and punching people's heads off and squeezing people's, eyeballs out. But like I said, maybe because this was his first movie appearance, that it wasn't established that he was a superhuman killer. Before I give the results, I think that any version of Myers from part 1 through 6 could easily kill Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2. That is hard for me to say, but I feel that that is the case because Myers to me is just stronger than Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2. But if we take into account all of the movies I am looking at, I feel that in the strength department that there is no question that Jason is stronger than Michael Myers. So as far as strength is concerned, Jason Voorhees is the winner. Now some of you might think that this is unfair because since Jason became a zombie in part 6, that gives Jason a ridiculous strength advantage. But Jason was super strong in Friday the 13th Part 3 and in Part 4. And also Michael Myers' strength is magical. It comes from the Curse of Thorn. So if you disagree with the whole Jason is a zombie, so that's kind of unfair or whatever, Michael Myers' strength is magical. It comes from a magical curse. So you can disagree with all you want, but that's just the way I see it. But if you do disagree with my assessment, please feel free to explain in the comment section. I am always open to further information that I might have missed and need to be corrected on. But that's all I have for today. Stay tuned because in the next video I'm going to be talking about the intelligence between both of these killers. So stay tuned for that. Please like and subscribe. This is V-Rod, over and out.